Hello guys, Casper here, aka Uselink. Welcome back to the daily scoreboard. We will look into price action today in the commodities and ETFs that we'll look at. What will happen tomorrow? Any big data coming out? Oh yes, we have the FOMC during the markets open. We will check it out. And also I have two charts for the Twitter stuff. So as you can see, this will be a very quick recap here for Tuesday. As always, guys, follow me on Twitter, follow me on YouTube, and also I've been starting to do the Substack, both with free members, but also there is the paid version of it. You can check it out if that is what you want to. I'm just getting started to know Substack, so but I found it somewhat easy still. It seems very intuitive, but I definitely need more practice. So yeah, check it out if you want to. So we have the daily scoreboard. Silver down 0.5%. Again, before tomorrow. By the way, let's check it out before we go into that, because tomorrow the data, there it is. You can see there's actually a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. We have a lot of numbers coming out of Great Britain, one of the bigger countries in Europe. A lot of core CPI. You can see across the board down here, PPI, RPI. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Then we have German PPI. Then we have, the ECB, Lagarde speaking. We don't want to listen to her, but anyway, she can also always say something that will move the markets in either direction. Then we have the US, a lot of crude, a lot of oil coming out 1 hour after the open in the US. A lot of crude data coming out that could potentially move the oil markets. And then we have the big one down here. This is roughly 4 hours into the open, if I remember correctly, roughly 4.5. The FOMC statement, and then we have the press release half an hour later. Everyone is waiting for this. So again, what happens tomorrow will be very volatile in both directions. The algos will be all over the place because if Powell says one thing in the conference, then it can it's going to be a fun day. So if you're trading, don't do it tomorrow. Or if you're investing, just wait for tomorrow to settle, and then maybe have a clearer view the next day or the day after, because there's a lot of stuff going on there, and normally you don't want to be involved in it. So good. Let's see the chart here again. 0.5% for silver. Basically, we're sitting straight at the big breakout here, roughly, from that trend line going down here. So we're sitting at a very important moment in time. Again, potentially tomorrow, FOMC, we could see silver start to really move to the upside, if depending on what they say and so on. But we're sitting straight below. Silver is ready if it gets the the correct keyword for tomorrow. It is ready. Gold is also ready, that big breakout that we have there into a massive bull flag. Again, gold will, in my view, more or less be sitting here tomorrow waiting. But this is, a bull flag. Usually they go in that direction. So gold is also ready for tomorrow's FOMC meeting. Also, we have actually here the gold to silver ratio also ready for tomorrow. Potentially, we could start to see tomorrow that spill where silver just goes on a tear all the way into the 40s. That could happen tomorrow from this meeting alone, depending on whatever they have to say. But we are still at support. However, if we start to have a very red candle here tomorrow, right there, I think that's game over in this ratio, meaning this ratio will go down. Gold and silver will start to move big time. The 30 weekly is right here. It should start to pressure down. Tomorrow is a big day. It's a massive day. The DXY up 0.2%. Basically, nothing biggie. I will not go into details. However, we have Bitcoin down 5% today. Also, I do think that we're at least going to that triangle high there at roughly 59.3K before any bigger support. If you were to look up again Amazon from the leading up to the dot-com bubble here, this is identical, more or less. So check it out if you want to. The fractal Amazon did is basically this before it collapsed 95%. Will it happen again? I have no idea. But the fractal is very scary if you're able in crypto. And I also think, as I've been saying many times, that we need a massive cleansing in the crypto space, where we take out, 99% of all the coins will go to zero. Just like we saw in the dot-com bubble, a lot of weird companies worth billions went to zero. I think we need the same in crypto before we can, find what is needed, and then we go higher. Because crypto and blockchain is something that will be, a huge factor in the future. Crude oil here, looking fantastic all over. Again, basically a nothing day, but a massive breakout. Obviously, we have the data tomorrow that can move things around, but for now, massive stage 2 incline here with that beautiful inward head and shoulders breakout, tiny bull flag, and off we go. Looks good. A GDX down here, even though gold is flat, GDX is down 2.3%. You can see it there. But it did have a major run up here. So let's just go sideways, fine by me, and then we go higher. I'm really bullish on the gold miners. Obviously, we haven't broken out yet, but gold, I think, I'm very confident that gold will never go below 2K again. That is my call. I stand by it. We have the big breakouts here for gold miners. This is what we need to see, and then gold miners is also going to be very funny to be in basically. As you can see here, we drew this inward head and shoulder potentially. Potentially, we are forming it now here. So if we get back above here, then, we have the measured move into here, and then we are breaking out from this long-term golden downtrend here. So again here, the miners in silver and gold have a potential to finally get going again. Again, tomorrow, it's going to be a wild day tomorrow. Very, very wild. The uranium spot price, 0.3% up today. No news ever since yesterday. URNM. Again, we need to get things going here, guys, for URNM. I just did the uranium miners in the US and Canada. A brief overview into those, and I think like 50% of those stocks are sitting at very big support. However, it cannot afford to lose that support in the short term. So, yeah, the 10-year rates basically sitting at that big. How convenient, right? Sitting at that 4.33 level. Tomorrow we have FOMC. Either way, it will spike big time there, or it will there will be no in between, in my view. I will be insanely surprised if we have a more or less a flat day tomorrow. This will be very violent, together with the Dixie, together with the gold and silver. But for now, this to me is still like, move down bear flag. So let's see if it can pierce that 4.33. It depends on what the Fed wants to do, really. But yeah, flat for today. Palladium, we broke out from that neckline here, basically retesting. A bit of a scary day today, but again, we are sitting right there, and what will happen tomorrow will define if we start to climb higher again, or basically, you can see here we have a trend line right there, or if all this, that looks so good is for nothing. Wow. Here you can see also we have platinum also just full reset mode there in that triangle. Again, down 2% today, a big down day today. And I think the platinum and palladium miners took a big hit today. But again, basically sitting here waiting, is this a retest where we go higher? Or is this, a big failed retest and we collapse? Again, tomorrow, in my view, will prove which way we go. Copper all over looks really good still, broken that $4 level, down 1.5% today, no biggie. But still, this is very, very bullish. The first pullback here will be, if it comes here or if it comes from higher, will be very important for this stage 2 uptrend that we currently are in. Twitter, what's happening on Twitter? Let's see Twitter stuff. The good old Twitter. I only have two charts. One is from, Tavi here. Sorry, I want to do like this. Yep, Tavi Costa here. The copper to SP500 ratio is undeniably stands out as one of the most intriguing potential double bottom in market history. This is the dot-com bubble where, copper started to outperform big time the big indexes. And what do we have here? We have a similar setup, major double bottom. So again, here copper is potentially, an investment opportunity you'll only get a few times in your life when it comes to copper, when measured against the SP500. So big chart. Sahara here, oil, the latest one, into that first target from the bull plot here, basically tagging his roughly 83. Again, he has target at 90. I think this inverted head and shoulders here points to roughly 92. So I completely agree with him that we are going to, into the low 90s. Also, that's the high from over here. Makes sense. So Sahara, and also I agree, is bullish on oil right now until proven otherwise. Looks really, really good for oil here. You can also see that in some of the oil stocks, they are breaking out here, which is some of them, those that we follow in the paid version on Substack, where we are looking for entries there. Actually, we had one yesterday. So guys, thank you very much. Tomorrow, I will be here looking at the daily scoreboard 100%, because tomorrow will be a very, very interesting day. Up or down. It's gonna be fun to watch, really. So that's it, guys. Have a great day, as always. Thank you for being here. Bye, guys. Cheers.